And as always, guys, please use the raise hand icon. And if someone wants to start us out, then go ahead. We'll go to Jonathan Alexander to start.
What's up, Amir? Jonathan Alexander, Shot Observer. Hope you're doing well, man. Matt Rule has some high praise for you, the way you played this past game. What you feel like was important? How you feel about that, and what you feel like was important for you to have a successful game?
Just bringing energy, attention to detail, bringing energy. That's what we pride ourselves on here. I've only been here for a week and a half, but that's something that's really jumped out to me. Making sure that we strike first, making sure that we're doing everything we can in order to stay keen on our keys for the week.
All right, let's go to Will Pelagic, followed by David Newton.
Amir, your build-up to kind of play in your first game against the Giants was rather unique to a lot of NFL scenarios. Describe what it was like to kind of come in here basically on a weekend and then be active in the starting lineup really basically the next day.
Shoot, it was amazing. I look at everything in life as an opportunity. I like to lean towards opportunity as opposed to seeing things as an obstacle. So it was an opportunity for me to just give this team a spark. Unfortunately, we couldn't necessarily get that done that day, but I'm glad the next week we had our mindset right so we can get everything done to secure a win.
Independent of Christian, the three of you guys who played Sunday kind of have all different styles. What does that say to the variation of this rushing attack when it's working in full cylinders?
I think it speaks a lot to Coach Brady, for one. Just identifying the talent that we have in our room, making sure that everyone is in positions to thrive at what they do best. It's always important to have a successful running game and a successful offensive, scheme.
Hey, I'm here, David Newton, ESPN.com. Good to meet you. Wanted to ask you, when you had the kind of balance y'all had this past week, I know a lot of running backs say, I want to carry it every down to get in that rhythm, but on the adverse, you guys did pretty well just mixing it up. What's that like out there? Having to come in, I guess, fresh, keeping guys fresh all the time. Is there an advantage to that?
Yeah, I think you just answered your own question. It keeps us fresh, for one. And I think we all just feed off each other's energy. I've been in the league for, quite a while now. And a couple of those guys like Royce and Chuba, they're much younger than me, but it kind of builds like this competitiveness, where one guy comes in, he makes a good play. You definitely want to come in and pick up, exactly where that next guy left off. And I think it's a healthy competitiveness.
What's the load on your body when you go from 8 or so touches like you had to 24 to 30 like you'll see some guys have out there? What does that do, especially the next week?
As you can imagine, 24 is more than 8. So it's going to be a lot more wear and tear on your body. But we'll cross that road when we get there.
Okay, and that's why I'm asking, like Derrick Henry goes down this week, and he carried it, 28, 29 times this game. Christian's been having issues. He carries it a lot, touches it a lot. How much of an impact do you think that has on injuries?
It's specific to the player. You got to see exactly what happened to the guy. Some things are non-contact, some things are contact. So I wouldn't necessarily say that is a direct correlation between a lot of carries and injuries, but like I said, I think it's specific to the player in the instant.
Okay, thank you.
Let's go to Joe Person with the next question.
Hey, Amir. Thanks for doing this afternoon. We saw you play against the Panthers, had a real big return, and then the next thing you know, you're available. What kind of went down with the Vikings?
What went down was, they let me go, and an opportunity opened up for me, and I'm thankful for it.
Did you have any connections here with the front office or the coaching staff? Did you think this could be a landing place for you?
No, I just play football. I play football. I have an agent and a management team that takes care of all of that, and all I got to do is take care of my 50% on the field. So, like I said, I'm thankful to be here in Carolina. I think it's a very good young nucleus here that has a lot to build upon.
And one last thing, Matt yesterday said that you really provided that spark, especially in the passing game that had been missing with Christian out. Is that always been a strong part of your game? And, in preparation for the game, were you seeing any kind of tape of Christian run similar plays?
I always try to do the best homework I can, watching as much film as I can. And of course, Christian has played some excellent ball here in Carolina. So a lot of film that I have watched is of him, but I try to pride myself on being a very balanced guy, throughout my career. Some instances that show more than others, but I'm here now and I'm going to do exactly whatever they ask me to do for that week. If it's the passing game or the running game, I'm going to put my best foot forward to get it done.
All right, do we have any more questions for Ameer? All right, thanks, Ameer.
Thank you.